Nancy asks, can you tell us what size the large Levinson brush is comparable with other brushes? Not super well, but I'll show you what I've got here. It's just such a different brush in the way it's shaped, so that makes it tough. So this is a Rosemary and Company number 12 Sable, Kolinsky Sable, and this is the Levinson brush. And you can see because the brush is made without a ferrule, we have just such a different shape. It took me some time to get to know this brush. With the Rosemary and Company brush, let's see if I can wet it so we can see the point a little bit better. We also have a different body shape. You can see how much longer the point is. So this makes it really hard to compare. There we go, to compare brushes. This is a Neptune, Princeton Neptune number 8 quill. So it's got a huge diameter, you know, and just a bulkier body. And this is my number 10 Escoda Versatile. Just wetting it here so we can compare as well. And so here we've got maybe the same, close to the same diameter at the base of the brush, but you know, the bristle shape is just that much longer. So that gives you maybe a little bit of an idea. That's the large brush. Here are some of my other Levinson brushes. I keep them in this little bowl. And just each one is so different. This is the large goat hair, so it's just goat hair. There we go. And you can see it's a shorter brush. The bristles are quite a bit shorter. I just can't hold them all. This is the medium brown synthetic. So this one, I would say it's comparable to maybe a number 8 round or a number 6 round. But again, with that base, the ferrule a little wider, you have a different kind of movement. The synthetic has a little bit more snap to it. Now I have to show you, and this is one thing I felt like I had a hard time with the Levinson brushes, and I haven't used them much, is that the smaller brushes, this one's Siberian elk, this one's goat hair, and you know he sources his fibers from estate sales and repurposes, you know, fur coats and things like that, which I think is just so cool. So these brushes, I felt like they were the natural hair small brushes are so soft that they are amazing for very, very fine, tiny details. I almost felt like I needed to be a miniature painter in order to get the full benefit from these brushes. They are that fine and delicate in their strokes. So, you know, I just felt like for me and what I do, this one is the Russian Sable, and it's got this amazing curve in the brush. With these brushes, you get a different stroke depending on how you're holding the brush. And then you also get an ergonomic grip based on just you shift it around until you get the grip that feels right for your hand, which I think is pretty cool. This is the large goat and synthetic blend. Goat for softness, synthetic for that little bit of snap. Okay, so and Lee says, I'm heavy-handed, so I found the Levinson brush beautifully balances in my hand. If you have arthritis in your hands at all and you want a fatter handle, you can actually ask him, let him know your specifications of what you might prefer. He is hand making these brushes, and so I know he has an inventory on hand, but if there's something you'd really like to see in the brush, just ask. Maybe he's got one that's got a little bit of a fatter handle that will be more comfortable for your grip. Maybe you need a shorter or longer handle, and you can ask about that. He's got such a passion for what he does that it's just, he's obsessive in his interest in these brushes and making them as good as they can be, and he wants our feedback.